I want to talk about a few things. Do you have a skiff in your home?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and who else was at your home? Were you alone?
I was alone, yes.
The whole night?
Well, yes, the whole night.
Well, I don't know why that's funny. I mean, did you have any in-person briefings? I don't find it funny at all.
I'm sorry, a little note of levity at 7:15.
Well, I mean, the reason I say it's not funny is because it went well into the night when our folks on the ground were still in danger. So I don't think it's funny to ask you if you were alone the whole night.
Congresswoman, you asked if I had a skiff. I had secure phones. I had other equipment that kept me in touch with the State Department at all times.
Vertigo, they can have forgetfulness.
Is that video we're showing a seizure?
Well,
maybe
it certainly could be.
Watch it right here. Let's just watch it closely here. Watch the reporter back right there. You see the look, and it goes on and on and on. That is, to me, bizarre.
There's certainly some neurologic issue going on depending on when this tape was taken, but 30% of the patients that have some sort of the post-traumatic injuries, they can have cognitive issues, forgetfulness. Sometimes they can forget words.
The brain freezes.
So I can show, just to be clear on, I talked to a top epileptologist today, a seizure specialist, one of the top in the country, that does not think that's a seizure. So I want to be clear. We need the records to be able to make those determinations.
She would continuously berate people, as I mentioned before, but she was like two different people. Again, she would be polite and nice to everybody when the cameras were on, and then when they were off, she was just cold, distant.
Seconds later.
Just almost instantly. I mean, that's what I've experienced quite a few times.
And I also think we'd be a lot better off if we actually talked to each other instead of yelling at each other.
I'm so sick. I am so sick of the Sanders campaign lying about me. I'm sick.
She does seem angry a lot.
Right.
And you're saying behind closed doors when nobody's looking, she's that angry person always. Mostly.
Or distant, cold. What I've been looking at there, Sean, doesn't concern me too much. That's her being a politician. The kind of anger I'm talking about is where she just almost can't even complete a sentence. She starts yelling, screaming, cussing. I talked in the book how she
By the way,
berates
mistreating people in their positions.
Sure.
All the time.
Yes, the uniformed division officers, agents.
So this is like you're describing a phony, fake, fraudulent human being.
Absolutely.
All right, let me give you an example. This is Hillary, saying she remembers landing under sniper fire when she went to Bosnia. This is what she said.
I remember landing under sniper fire. There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base.
Great image making, but here's the problem. We have the real video, and this is it. This is Hillary arriving not under sniper fire, but she walks up to a group of young girls who give her flowers and give her gifts. That's not exactly sniper fire. So is that the person you're trying to warn America about?
Yes.
Explain. In other words, she sits with an interview with Bill. You think they're the happiest couple together. The light goes off. She hates him.
Right. I don't know if she hates him or not, but I will tell you that the example you just showed there is a perfect example of anybody that worked around them in the Secret Service. When they saw that, they knew they started laughing their faces off because they knew that was a flat-out lie.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true.
Secretary Clinton said I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
There was classified material emailed.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
She used multiple devices.
Secretary Clinton said all work-related emails were returned to the State Department. Was that true?
No, we found work-related emails, thousands.
Did her lawyers read the email content individually?
One of the things that I have learned about Hillary Clinton is that one of her heroes, her mentors, was Saul Alinsky. And her senior thesis was about Saul Alinsky. This was someone that she greatly admired and that affected all of her philosophies subsequently. Now, interestingly enough, let me tell you something about Saul Alinsky. He wrote a book called Rules for Radicals. On the dedication page, it acknowledges Lucifer, the original radical who gained his own kingdom. Now think about that. This is a nation where our founding document, the Declaration of Independence, talks about certain inalienable rights that come from our Creator. This is a nation where our Pledge of Allegiance says we are one nation under God. This is a nation. This is a nation where every coin in our pocket and every bill in our wallet says, "In God we trust." So are we willing to elect someone as president who has as their role model somebody who acknowledges Lucifer? Think about that. The secular progressive agenda is antithetical to the principles of the founding of this nation. And if we continue to allow them to take God out of our lives, God will remove himself from us. We will not be blessed, and our nation will go down the tubes. And we will be responsible for that. We don't want that to happen.
If there's a connection between Cairo and Benghazi, she said this: there's no connection between the two. Your experts knew the truth. Your spokesperson knew the truth. Greg Hicks knew the truth. But what troubles me more is I think you knew the truth. You tell the American people one thing, you tell your family an entirely different story.
When she certified under oath, quote, under penalty of perjury to a federal judge, that she had surrendered all of her emails to the State Department. In fact, she had not.
My verdict, based on the evidence, is guilty.